to the dynamic learning hub of ExcelR at Andheri East. A prime spot conveniently located at just a 5-minute walk from LIC Andheri Metro. In our journey of over a decade, we have proudly trained over 2 lakh students. We have also been recognized by Deloitte, Silicon India, and other accreditation bodies. Experience learning like never before in our spacious and comfortable classrooms. With high-definition projectors and state-of-the-art acoustics in place, we ensure effective learning even to the farthest point in the room. The hybrid mode is a game changer as you can enjoy the benefits of a light classroom from the comfort of your home. Even if you happen to miss any classroom session, you can still attend the same session with the same trainer at the same time at your convenience, maintaining consistency in your learning progress. Wanna get started? Join us for a demo or career chat over a cup of coffee at our Andheri branch. ExcelR. We don't just train, we build careers.
Yes, so the collaboration with ExcelR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives.
The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets.
So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if ExcelR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
It was a great course and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with ExcelR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our Technical Fest Atmos, and I thank ExcelR for being a part of it.
Good evening, all. I hope my voice is audible. Okay, great. Thank you for your messages that which I am audible. So, students, like today, we are starting the session after 10 minutes, like 7:15 we are starting because trainer is facing some network issue. That's the reason. We'll wait for 5 minutes today, then we will start. Okay. So kindly be waited. We will start in sometimes. So like exactly at 7:15, we will start the session today.
I was very much interested in learning digital marketing course for a very long period of time, but I don't get a proper platform. So later from our college, I get to know about ExcelR and I enrolled in ExcelR course. It was really good experience. Our course has been taken by Mayur sir, and he was very good teacher. He not only focusing on theory part, he is doing how real digital marketing works. And it was in total very good experience. I get so much of knowledge. Here they're not only focusing on study, they're also conducting different exam to test our knowledge. And as we are giving the exam, so to appreciate our work, they give certificates for the toppers, and along with the certificate they give hampers. Thank you, ExcelR.
Recently, I was searching for digital marketing courses online in Google, and I came across ExcelR, and I attended a digital marketing course which was for 15 days. My mentor Mayur helped me for attending these classes. So he is a very informative and helpful guy. In the course end, there is a exam which I topped, so I came to the ExcelR office in Bengaluru. This digital marketing course has helped my career and my skills to develop, and the certificate has helped my company to join. Thank you, ExcelR.
I came to know about this course from my college. Actually, for learning platform, this is very nice, and I learned from here ChatGPT and AI from online. Because he's teaching for me for AI generative and ChatGPT. We are using this technology in more. And after finishing the courses, I came from for collecting the certificate. I seen the classrooms and faculties. Classroom is very nice. After the completion of exam, they will give gift and certificates. Thank you, ExcelR, for giving these courses. I learned a lot from this. I gained the more knowledge from here. And thank you for ExcelR for teaching us.
Hello guys, I'm Vikram Mahajan and I'm studying in Swami Vivekananda Institute of Technology College, and I came across a training program which was mobile app development using Flutter, which was given to us by ExcelR Solutions. I came across this program through my college faculty who told us about this program, that it is a very good course and you should enroll in this course. So I enrolled in this course, and initially I felt really good about this course because they started everything from a very basic point of view, that even if someone who doesn't know anything about Flutter or anything about mobile app development can also learn the same way the ones who know about it are learning. So no student was left behind and everyone was given equal attention. All the doubts throughout the course were cleared, and if we had any questions also, we were like, the trainer was also ready to stay for a longer time than it was scheduled, even for the sake of doubts. So that shows how important the students are to them. So it was a really good experience with ExcelR's program, and by the end of the training program, I was able to develop my own application. And through the development also, there was another point. Our sir taught us about how we can connect our own mobile phone to our laptop and write code in our laptop, and you can see the output in your phone, which is really creative and interesting for me. I felt really good about that. So in the end, I developed my own mobile application. I showed it to my mother, I showed it to my friends. I felt really good about it. So I would really suggest ExcelR. I would recommend it to all my friends to take courses from here, as they focus on the children, focus on the students, and they focus on what's necessary, that is the students' doubts gets cleared and everything else. So today I came down to the ExcelR office to collect my certificate. So I got to know about what other courses ExcelR is offering. It included data analysis, data analyst, social media marketing, and full stack Java, and many more courses which were interesting, and they gave us an insight of how everything happens. And they take you through the course from the starting of the course to the end, and what next, that is placements as well. How you should be going into the interviews and how you should be approaching to companies, your resume building, and there were so many things which ExcelR is going to help you in, and they are ready to give you all the knowledge required, even if you are a beginner. So I really felt good about this visit, and I would really recommend ExcelR to everyone who's listening to this, and also to all my friends, that I had a very good experience with ExcelR, and I would suggest you to experience the same. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Satish and I am from Swami Vivekananda Institute of Technology. I am here to share my experience about ExcelR program. I took part in the ExcelR program that was conducted in the last month about the mobile app development using Flutter. What I liked the most about this session was the trainer started from the scratch. That means even the beginner who don't know about the basics of the program, even they can learn the most from this program. It gave me hands-on experience by developing a project which was the final outcome. Thank you ExcelR for giving me this opportunity, and I would also recommend all my friends to take part in the ExcelR programs. Thank you.
My name is Tasneem. I'm the senior manager at 98 percentile in the HR department. And today we did a wonderful drive with ExcelR. It was amazing right from the very beginning, from the very first day when I got in touch with them till today. I think it was an extremely smooth journey with them. There were multiple follow-ups done by the representatives in order to check that we would be, what time we would be coming, how many people would be coming, what vehicle we would get. To that extent, they were so precise in giving all the information to us. It was extremely great to get associated with them and have a drive at ExcelR campus. So we
Good evening, sir.
Hello everyone, good evening. Thank you, Sushmita.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry for the delay of 10 minutes, okay. Let me share my screen. Sushmita, can you start recording, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you very much. Fine. So good evening everyone. So welcome back to Salesforce Development Program. Right, so yesterday we learned some of the security points, some of the security elements like profile, user, and permission sets, how it works and everything. Let me recall everything under. So whenever you want to create a user in Salesforce, so we should assign a profile for it. But whenever you want to create a new custom profile, you require to have the user license for it. And based upon the user's license only, we are going to create a profile in the Salesforce. Right? And user can exist only with the profile under. So that is a very important point we have here. Right? And at the same time, when you don't want to do the profile, at the same time, when we have something like exceptions and exits over there in the profile and all, so we go with the permission sets. Am I right? Perfect. So as an administrator role, when you want to provide the access level at the application level, SO object, tab level, field level, and all, we used to go with profile and permission sets. Am I right? And at the same time, permission set also. Sorry, profile and permission system. But so understand one point is that permission set can be created without a profile. So when you want to create a permission set, so definitely create a profile for it actually for the user and all. So that you need to very important point in the entry point of view in the real-time hands-on problem, hands-on projects, everything and all. Fine. So these are the things we discussed yesterday. But when it comes to the data level here, we missed something like a data level. So do we have something like, I hope the screen is visible, right? So do you have any security element related to the data level and all? Yes, we have. So that is what called OWD and sharing rules. So before going to the OWD and sharing rules and all, what kind of level of privacy or kind of a permissions we can provide for the data level and all? So that is something like one is called private and the next one is called public. So what is the meaning of private here? The private is nothing but here. Whoever, let me say something like this. Restrict the data to the owner itself. To the owner itself. So that is what called private meaning. So when you want to restrict the data to the owner, for example, here, I hope yesterday we have created a user called Sunita, right? So let me log into Sunita's store. Just a minute. please. With B. So we have a user called Sunita and Rajesh here. As Rajesh is to be the administrator. See, for example, if I go to the S object called patients, let me go to the application hospital management system. Okay. And who is the owner for this Sirisha and Udakiran records over the patient? So if you want, let me go to the all. We can have the, we can add the owners for it. Owners first name and owners last name. Okay. So for all of the records, it is Rajesh only, but for except two records, okay, it is going to be, let me add, for Sirisha and Uday Kiran, who is the owner? It is Sunita, right? It is Sunita for Sirisha and Uday Kiran. But I don't want to provide, see, for example, if I book a ticket over there in the Book My Show or any kind of application like Make My Trip and all, right? Right? Do you think that my whatever the booking tickets booked over in the Book My Show, my Make My Trip under, is it visible to everyone? Is, see, booking ticket is something like a data related to myself. So we restricting the data over there. Am I right? So likewise here, if you see here, whatever the records created by Rajesh can able to access by Sunita also. Now the question is that I want to restrict the data to the owner itself. Whatever the data created by the owner can be accessed by the owner itself, can be visible and accessed by only to the owner itself. So how it is possible? So that is what called OWD. So what do you mean by OWD? OWD stands for organization-wide defaults. So whose data visible to whom? So that is what OWD means. Under that, you will have two permissions. Basically, we'll have two permissions. One is private, and the second one is called public. What is private? Private is nothing but restrict the data to the owner itself. And what do you mean by public here? Public is nothing but share that to the other users present in the organization. Got it? In public, second one is public read write. So you can share the data other but users can only read the data. can only read the data or else view the data. So that is what called public read. Then what do you mean by public read and write? Data. You can share the data, but the users can okay. So public read write means you can share the data, at the same time you can read as well as you can edit the data. So that is what public read and write. Am I clear? So first, when you go for data level, the first security element is something like OWD here. So OWD stands for organization-wide defaults. There are two security elements we have here. So one is private, public read, write, and all. We have the another one also. The another one we'll call, this is something like a third category of it. So that is nothing but control by parent. In OWD, we have multiple here. That is controlled by parent. So what is the meaning of control by parent means? When two SO objects. Can I have your attention, please, everyone, please? When two SO objects are related to each other, when two SO objects are related to each other, right? The parent will control the child records. At that stage, we will go with the OWD go with the OWD call controlled by parent. Right? So let's achieve this OWD. So the first scenario is that I want to restrict the data to the users. Here in our organization, we have only one user. But if you want to try, you can go with multiple users also. You can create user 1, user 2, user 3, multiple. Got it? So here we have only one user. At the same time, the user can access to two records, two owner records. One is Rajesh record, right? I want to restrict this. Like Sunita doesn't want to access the Rajesh record. So how are you going to achieve this as a system administrator? This is very important, very important. Can I have a consultation, please, everyone, please? Right? So for that, what system administrator to do? So he will go to the setup. He'll go to the setup. Okay. He will not search for the administrator will not search for the OWD. He will search for sharing settings. He will search for the sharing settings. In the sharing settings only, the keyword for OWD and sharing rule, it's going to be sharing settings only. Am I clear? So there you can find out organization or defaults, default sharing settings. So if I scroll down, if I edit this, you can find out all the SObject permissions and all the standard SObject you can find it on the top, all the custom SObject you can find it on the down. Okay, so fine. So here we have a patient here. So by default, it is public read and write only. Let me make it as private. Before making the private here, I would like to show you the columns here. You can find out the object name, default internal access. If the Salesforce being integrated with any third-party application, if you want to provide any kind of a OWD here, you can go with default external access and this is going to be the grant access using hierarchies and all that you'll understand later. Okay, there are 4 columns here. Fine. So this is something like internal user. Sunita is going to be internal user, right? So for the patient, okay, I'm making the OWD private here and save it. I'm not doing anything. So we have a message over here, alert message here. One or more sharing operation has been initiated. See below for additional details. Certain operations may not be available here. Okay, so you should wait for kind of 30 seconds. If you reload the browser, so that alert message has to gone. Fine. So now it is applied. OWD for the patient is private here. So what is the meaning of private means? Private means that the data we are restricting to the only to the owner itself. Got it? So now if I go to the Sunita and if I reload the page here, oh, it's not done here. I'm in all here, all. But if I reload the page, still Sunita can able to access Rajesh records. Still Sunita can able to access Rajesh record. Why it got failed? There are multiple reasons for it. Whenever you make the OWD private, what is the meaning of private? Private means you are restricting the data to the owner itself. Am I right? But even though you made something like a private here, but still Sunita can access the other user record. Here the other user is Rajesh here. Still you can see, you can find Rajesh here. What is the root cause for failure here? There are multiple reasons for it. So for that, first thing, as an administrator, you should go to the profile. Okay. You should go to the profile. As an administrator, you should go to profile and search for what is the profile you have assigned to Sunita. I think it is sales manager. I think yesterday we have created, right? Sales manager. The first thing as an administrator, you should go to the profile and check whether in the SObject level, okay, have you enabled this view all and modify all? There are 2 permissions here at the SObject level, apart from the CRUD permissions, create, read, and update and delete. View all and modify all. So there is a view all and modify all. What is the difference between view all? What is the meaning of view all? View all means, even though when you make private in the OWD, what is the first security element is profile, right? So when you make view all in the profile, by default, it is visible to all the users present in the organization. What is modify all? The modify all is something like here. It is shareable across the users present in the organization. At the same time, the user can modify the data. So that is the reason. Even though when you made OWD private, so which means that you are restricting through the OWD, you're restricting the data to the owners, but unfortunately the Sunita can able to access the Rajesh records here. But why it is got failed? Why? Because there is a view all permission over there in the profile. So I just removed it. I just removed it and save it. This is very important as a Salesforce administrator. Now if I reload it, see, I'm in all records here. So Sunita can able to see, can access only her own records itself. But system administrator can do that. System administrator can view all the records because he is the super user for it. You can find out Sharma, right? Manoj, Rajesh, Salim, all records. You can find out Uday Kiran L, all the records, Sirisha also. Why? Because system administrator is a super user. Got it? Right. Are we clear? So that is what OWD private means. Then what is the meaning of OWD public read? The meaning for the OWD public read means you can able to share the data. You can able to share the data to the other users present in the organization. Am I clear? You can able to share the data to the other users present in the organization, right? But the users can have only the view permission. The users can have only the view permissions. So the user doesn't have the permission of modification. Okay, so we need to wait for some time. Let the alert message go. Okay, fine, it is gone. But anyway, let me show you. Fine, for the patient, it is public read right on. Sorry, public read only. Now, if you go back to the Sunita's account here, now Sunita can access other user records also. But can Sunita access the can Sunita modify the other user records? Let's say something like a Jamuna, Nath, okay, Nada, okay. Let's say something like. Can I update other user records? No, it is not. So we got error message here. Oops, you don't have the necessary privileges to edit this record. See your administrator for help. Are we clear? So that's one. Even though you can see the edit button and delete button, something and all, but you don't have the privilege. See, this is what happens. There is a problem saving this record. You might have not have the permission to edit it, or it might have been deleted or achieved something else. Am I clear? So this is what OWD public read and all. Even though you can able to see the edit button, delete button, right, read button, but you don't have the permission of it. Right? What about public read and write? What is public read and write? Okay, now let's learn what is public read and write. So public read and write is sense. Okay. You can able to share the records at the same time. You're providing the access for modification, everything under. So that's what you can able to share the data at the same time. You're providing the modification also. Earlier it was not. So if the user want to edit Jamuna's record here, okay, so Jamuna Nath. Okay. See, earlier it was not. So you are providing the modification and deletion also. If you want to delete also, you can delete it. But who is the owner? I want to show that actually. Who is the owner for this record? The owner for this record is This is what public read and write here. Am I clear? So OWD, when you want to restrict the data, we have OWD private. When you want to share the data to the user, but you are not providing any kind of edit permission and all, you can go with public read. But if you want to provide any kind of a modification to the user and all, you can go with public read and write. What about control by parent? Let's go to the next one called control parent. So this control by parent is something like when the two SO objects are related to each other, at the same time, when the parent will control the child records. The parent will control the child records. So that is what called controlled by parent here. Let me show you. Even you can find it out. Not here, not here. These are all not connected here. Oh, I can show you that. Let me go to the account as well, if you can understand that. Yeah. See, for the order for the contact here, it is controlled by parent here. So what is the meaning of control by parent? The control by parent is something like here. So when you want to control the child records, whatever the data, see for example, for a parent call account, for the child call contact here, parent I am providing OWD private. At the same time, it will be applicable to the child also. So that is what called control by parent. Whatever the OWD permission you are providing to the parent, the same permission it will be applicable automatically to the child here. So that's what. Got it? So that's what called control by parent here. So this is about the OWD. OWD. And what is the next one called the data level? What is the next one called sharing rules? Right? It is something like exceptions and exemptions over OWD. So that is sharing rules here. Like for example, I want to share a conditional based one. A conditional based, I want to share the data. Like I want to share a condition based on the owner or condition based on any kind of a criteria, we can define it. So for that, with the help of OWD, we can't achieve that. With the help of OWD, we can't achieve it. But with the help of sharing rules, we can achieve that actually. Are we clear? So that is what we'll call it as sharing rules here. In the same page itself, as an administrator in the same page itself, okay, in the same page itself, you can find out the sharing rules. In the same sharing setting itself, if you scroll down, you can find out all the S object, all the standard and custom S object sharing rules you can find out. Again, I'm saying right. At the top, you can find out the standard S object, and at the bottom, you can find out the custom S objects. Okay. So patient sharing rules, but before that, actually, let me restrict the data. Okay. The condition here I'm going to show is that I'm going to make the OWD private. I'm going to make the OWD private here. OWD private for the patient S object. But even though that I want to share the data, What is possible? Yes, we are going to check it out. But before that, let me check actually whether OWD private is working or not. So let me reload this page. Okay, so I think the alert message is gone. But if I go to the patient for the Sunita's account, I'm in Sunita's account, please. Let me show you that. Okay, I'm in Sunita B account. I'm in the all list view here. You can able to see Sunita can able to access her own record itself. Am I clear? Okay, well and good. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a sharing rule for this. I'm going to create a sharing rule for the patient as object. Like I want to share only some certain data. I want to share only the certain data. Let's have something like let me look for some data here. Okay, let me go with something like I want to share only the patients which starts a letter called yes to the other users present in the organization. Are we clear? I want to share only the patient's data which starts with the letter called yes, like Salim Khan, Sirisha, Sharma Rao, Shine, Shubham, Sumati, Swati, right? So that's all we have the data here, right? I want to share out of 13 records, I want to share only this data to the other users present in the organization. So how are you going to achieve it? But here the OWD is private, right? Private means what? Restricting the data to the owner only. But even though OW is private, so how do you going to achieve? By using the sharing. That's what exceptions or there in the OWD. When you can't achieve the OWD, when you can't achieve the OWD, you can achieve with the sharing rules. Are we clear? Right? So let's say something like the okay, patient data letter starts with yes. Okay. So that is the label I'm just giving here. Okay. So do you want to share your rule type based upon the record owner criteria? I'm not going with the record owner. I'm going with the based on the criteria here. Okay. So I'm going with here. You can find out all the fields you created over in the field here. I'm just going with the patient name. Patient name starts with, there's operator starts with called yes, capital letter yes here. To whom you want to share with? You want to share with a public group or role subordinates? I want to go with a role here. But unfortunately, for Sunita, we have not assigned any kind of a, have you assigned any role for to the Sunita? No, we have not. Yes, right? Sunita, we have not assigned any, we have not assigned any role for her. Am I clear? So for that, first let's go with the security element, another security element called roles here. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so we have not assigned the role, right? So what I'm going to do, let me create a role for her. So for that, we should go to the roles here. as roles are the hierarchical relationships. So that's what we learn it in the while dealing with the relationships, right? Lookup, master detail, many to many, roll-up summary, hierarchical, right? So likewise. So we have the roles over here. So let me create a role here. Why? Because in sharing rule, so we can't directly provide the access to the user, but we can provide direct access to only to the public group, role and subordinate, internal subordinates here. So let me create a role for, so let me create a role. Let's have something like here. Yep. Under the SVP sales and marketing, let's have the role called product manager. Okay, and save it. So we have successfully created a role, but we need to assign this role to the user. Okay, so let's go to the user. Okay, let's go to the user called Sunita, and let me assign that user called product manager, right, to the Sunita here. Right, so now we successfully created a role and we have assigned that role to the user. Now if you go to the role, so finally you can't find it. Why? Because it is not it is not updated, right? So first let me save it and let me edit this. Okay, so there is a correction over here. So we have not selected. So let me go with first one called, I think can able to see product. Yes, now we can. Okay. And the access level, do you want to provide only read-only data, read-write-only data? What is the meaning of read-only? You can able to provide only the view permissions, that is read-only. If you provide both view as well as the modifications, you can go with read-write-only. So as of now, I'm just going to provide only the, if you want, you can go with the read-and-write also, no problem. And save it. You'll get a pop-up, wait for it. Reload this pop-up once again. Go back here. So as of now for Sunita, you can able to see only 2 records, right? If I reload this page, yes. But can you able to see all the data? No, only the patients which starts with only yes only. Salim Khan, Sirisha, okay, Sirisha is not. Sharma Rao, Shine, Shubham, Sumati, Swati. That's it. So this is how we provide the sharing rules and OWT at the data level. Am I clear? That's good. So do we have any other permission for the data level? Yes, we have. If you don't want to go for OWD and sharing rule and all, so we have one more call. Let's go with something like a Tejas trouser here. Can we that is what? Can we share this record here? Yes, we can do that by manual sharing. Manual sharing here. Right? So we can able to share manually. Sharing. You can find out sharing here. So to which user? Yes, I want to share this data to B Sunita here. What level? Read only here and save it. Now, if you see here, the owner, okay, let me read on this. The owner for this record, even though it is Rajeshan, but if you go to Tejas trouser here, if I reload, so currently you can't see Tejas trouser, right? So if I reload it, but you can able to see this also here. Even though the owner is status, but manually you have shared the data to the other user. So this is what called manual share. So these are some of the data level securities over there in the Salesforce. OWD and sharing rule, manual sharing. These three related to the data level. And for profile permission sets, come across for the app level, permissions, sorry, app level, S object level, field level, everything. Page layout level, all the schema comes under the part of profile and permissions. Are we clear? Please let me know. Do you have any questions? Okay, just text me over there in the chat if you have any questions. Right? This is about the security level. Now we'll go with the administration. Administration. What do you mean by administration? See, that's what. So, but by the cloud computing itself, you can manage the data, you can process the data, right? You can store the data. So in first stage, we learned how to store the data. Now we learn how to manage the data. Now we are going to learn how to going to process the data. So far, when you want to create a record, right? Let me go to this administration page. Right? So now I want to deal with multiple records on them. I want to deal with multiple records. How? Okay. So for today's alone, we'll learn about theoretically. So tomorrow you're going to achieve that actually. Are we clear? Fine. So that is what called data migration. This is deals with the data migration. Very important task over there in the Salesforce. Data migration. So what is the main meaning of data migration? Moving the data from one storage to the another storage. So that is what we'll call as data migration. I have a certain data. For example, I have some certain data here in my Excel sheet. I want to upload this data into Salesforce. Am I clear? So for example, I have an employee, let's say something like a patient name. Age, something. I want to delete this one actually. Okay, so likewise, if you have something like a multiple data likewise here. Okay, I want to see, for example, manually, if you create a patient data, we can able to create only one at a time. Am I right? But I want at a time, I want to insert, I want to create new records, 100 new records. I want to create some 50,000 new records. I want to update those records. But I have all these details in my Excel sheet. Excel sheet is something like a new storage here. Are we clear? Yes or no? In that case here, how are you going to achieve the multiple data? Kind of a bulk data. Multiple data is a wrong pronunciation. Bulk data. Let's go with the technical called bulk data. How are you going to achieve it? So that is what called data migration. So in Salesforce, we have the two tools. One is related to, okay, one tool we'll call it as data import wizard. And second one is data loader. By using data loader, or we have a cloud tool called data loader.io. Even I want to give that one also. That's a cloud tool. Okay. This data import wizard is an internal tool. It is an internal tool. And data loader is a client tool. Client means it is a download on-premise one. We need to install it. Client tool. We need to install one. This data load.io is a cloud tool, on demand one. Cloud tool. So by using three, we can able to, what kind of actions we can do by using data import wizard and data loader and all. We can import the data. How many people are using Android and iOS mobiles? For example, currently I'm using Samsung S30 something and S4 something. Okay. I got a new mobile, but I have a contacts of 500. But manually, I purchased a new mobile. Can I go with manual storage of manually storing? Can I store all the 500 records? Sorry, 500 contacts manually? It's not a best practice. Even you can do that. It will take some time for it. Okay, nothing wrong in that. But the question is that it is a time-taking process. But the Android and iOS mobiles, right? They are providing some kind of a feature called import and export. You can check it out. Select all the contacts. You can find out import and export there. Yes or no? Right? So you can check it out. Import and export. Import to the cloud and export from the cloud. So what is the word? Even that is also data migration only. Data is anywhere. It might be through the contacts. It might be a picture. It might be a video. It might be a text. It doesn't matter. Any kind of a media it is. So by using data import wizard and data loader, so what you're going to do, you're going to import the data and export the data. So that is what you can do. Again, in this import, there are four actions you can do. Okay, in the import the data, you can perform four actions. One is insert, second one is update, third one is upsert, and fourth one is delete. So what is the meaning of insert? Insert means create new record. Update means modifying. Can I have your attention, please? Please, just 5 more minutes, okay? I'm not taking your much time today. So modifying the existing data. Upsert means you can modify the data. At the same time, you can create the new data. Delete means remove the data. Sorry, remove the existing data. Existing data. So these are the actions we are going to perform by using what tools? Data import wizard, data loader, and data loader IO also. More or less data loader and data loader IO also both are more or less same only. Okay, I'll show you data loader.io. Okay. So this is dataload.io. Okay. So you can log in with Salesforce. So just provide your credentials. Select the production only. Why? Because developer edition comes under production only, right? So log in with your username and password and do that. This is one. This is a dataloader.io. More or less dataloader and dataloader.io is both the same only. But most of the real time and all, we use the sorry, I'm sorry. Why what happened? We use the tool called data loader manually. So under integrations, you can find out data loader here. So you need to download this file. Okay, just confirm it. Okay, you can find out the restrictions, instructions, everything under. Download each and everything according to your operating system, everything under. Right? So, and we'll see tomorrow, how are you going to insert the multiple records, how are you going to update, and how are you going to delete it. I'll stop here for today actually. So tomorrow we'll continue the same. And please let me know, do you have any questions here? Over to Sushmita. Right, so let me know, do you have any questions, please? Let me know for it. Oh, perfect, Anjit. Right, so these are the modules we have covered actually. So tomorrow, for half an hour, we are going to discuss about the administration. And later on, we are going to start the development part and that's a very good question for the following, Omkar. It's up to you actually. This is something like you can find out 1 second. So you don't have the user guide, okay? All right, they have not provided here, I think. Just a moment. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Here you can find out the download for this one. Download Winter 25 release for Mac OS and this one. At the top only you can find out everyone. See? Data load version 60.62.0. Am I clear? Omkar? If you want, I can share this link to everyone. At the top itself, you can find it. Oh, that's good, Omkar. Oh, that's fine, I've shared it. You can find out the link here. If you want, I can click on this and copy this one. Yeah, I can do this. So download according to your operating system. If you are using something like a MacBook, you can go with a Mac OS and if you're using something like a Windows server, you can go with a Windows. All right, so this is for today. So tomorrow we are going to meet for the data migration and automation tools. So tomorrow is a administration one, right? So we need to practice each and everything perfectly in a job-oriented one, actually. All right, guys, thank you very much. So please, over to Sushmita. I'm done with my today, actually, Sushmita. Okay. So thank you. Are you there, Sushmita?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So any questions? Anyone, please let me know. Sushmita, can able to talk to the others also now, actually. I have a few minutes, actually.
Sorry, sir, I did not get you actually.
No, can I speak with the student, trainees here?
Actually, students are in mute. If I want, do I want to give them an access to unmute themselves?
Okay, so please raise something. Aishu is asking something. Can I unmute and talk to them?
Yeah, sure. Just give me a moment. I'll just give them an access. They can unmute themselves.
Okay. Just couple of minutes, not more than that actually.
No problem. Yeah, students, you have an access to unmute. You can just unmute and speak if you have any. Kindly raise your hand. Sir will call up your name. Then only you can speak.
Yeah.
Don't rush to talk.
And please don't ask me about something like job, something and all placements, something like about what do you call attendance. Okay. Yeah, LMS something and all. Okay, technical only things and all. Okay. Aishu, yes, you have raised your hand, so please let me know what's your question, please. Yes, please. I hope it is not Aishu, Ankar, Manav, Janani, Shivakumar. Yes, Prajwal, you can. I can't hear you, Prajwal. Uh, anyone, please. Janani, go with that. Go on, unmute. I mean, you can unmute and you can speak. Yes, Prajwal. I'm sorry. Yes, Sachin. I think there is a lot of noise from you, actually, Sachin. So this is interaction, actually. So that's what you can freely talk.
Sir, can I speak?
Yes, Janani Shivakumar, you can.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Sir,
Good
can
evening,
we
Janani
find
Shivakumar.
the notes which are it's going on the online class?
I have
The
already
notes
shared with
sir?
Sushmita and Chandana, I think. Sushmita,
Uh,
can you share that to the other LMS and all, actually? I don't know. So that's what
All
I'm saying.
those, yeah, all those things will be there on LMS only, students.
Okay.
yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, it's a technical one. Again, I'm saying, so if you have any technical questions, kind of about how to achieve the jobs. Okay, so what kind of criteria going to be followed for the, injury purpose, real-time hands-on challenges, projects, and all, you can ask me that actually. So don't please don't ask about the attendance something and all, okay, materials and all, okay, right. Any questions, please, Manjunath Yallam? You have a question? You have unmuted actually. I think not much questions actually, Shushmita. All right, over to you. I'm in mute. Sushmita, I think no more questions, I think.
Yes, sir. Like students, if you have a questions, kindly ping on the chat. We will reply for that if you're not able to talk.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi, Lakshman Reddy. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Lakshman Reddy. How are you?
Sir, now you have shown in this, no, sir, in laptop. We have to download this, sir.
Yes, of course. If you download it, we can able to easily understand how you're going to deal with the bulk data, insertion, updation, deletion, and upsert and all.
Sir, in interview purpose.
Good. Go on.
In interview purpose, sir.
No interview. Interview purpose, they won't ask you to download it.
No, sir, I'm asking, sir. In interview purpose, they can any train you have been done means what we have to say, sir.
I'm sorry.
In interview purpose, they can ask you have did any training or what they can ask, no, sir.
Yeah. This is what the training, right? You're learning from the beginning
Yes, sir.
onwards. Same kind of a questions, whatever you're learning over here, the same kind of a questions you'll be they'll be asking you. If you're trained in Salesforce, they will ask you about the same details. What type of how many types of relationships? What is data migration? What is data level security? What is profile? What is permission set? Right? What is lookup? What is the difference between lookup and master detail? So this kind of questions only they will ask you. Okay.
Okay.
Not more than that. Not more than that. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Yeah, good man. Good man. Very good. Yeah, go on, please. Yes, Shanti. Hello. Yes, Rupa R. Muted. Guys, make it fast. Make it. Yes, Chanti, go on, please. I can able to listen you. Anyone, please? I think you have raised Ankur Kumbar. Raised your hand. Udvig Batula. Okay. That's what Salesforce is a very demanded one in the market. So be a proper. Yes, Vidya Patak. Yes. I'm very sorry.
Sir, I have removed the access for everyone. So, like students, if you have any doubt, kindly chat here so that sir will reply for your questions. I'm sharing the attendance link at 8:30. Kindly wait till that. These days, sir has taught you so many things. If you have doubts on that, kindly ask it. Just ask the question and clear it out.
Okay, so we got a question from Mohini Balaji. That's what. See, that's what. See, if something like 100 people attending with empty hand, but you are the powerful hand with a trained Salesforce and all, check it out. Who is the most preferred guy? Am I clear? So that is what the demand of Salesforce now in the market on IT industry. Like basics of sales, see, that's what. So this is something like a basics of program, basics of Salesforce we are learning. Still, we have the another program levels from the ExcelR also. They'll be conducting more advanced levels, certification levels also. That you need to contact the management team for that actually. Got it? So don't ever expect, don't underestimate something like a basics, and the basics are the foundation for the Salesforce projects, everything and all. With this basics only, you're going to create a project and all. So far in our 7 days class, have you used any kind of a single line of a coding and all? No, it is not. But without writing a code itself, you're creating an application, you are providing security, you're creating a UI also by using a page layout and all, by validations, by formulas, everything and all. Wow. It's a wow, right? Am I clear? So that's what. When you go for more complexity and all, that's what we are going to learn from tomorrow onwards. Am I clear? Mohini Balaji and Omkar Kulkarni, everyone. It's not for Mohini, Balaji, and Omkar and all. Everyone here. So that's what standard of Salesforce. Learning Salesforce easily, getting job is easily, surviving is very easily only. But only one thing is very important: hard work in the beginning, from the beginning onwards, very important. So that's a major point here. Got it? Fine. Any more questions? Please let me know, guys. Which tech companies use Salesforce? Any company in India. Infosys, TCS, Wipro, Microsoft, IBM, Bajaj Finserv, Tesla, Instagram, Facebook, everyone will use it. Almost, I told, right? Almost something like 1,500 plus companies. Only MNCs I'm talking about, not the startup companies. If I include startup companies and medium level companies, I mean, top CMM5, we'll call it as CMM5 companies and all. It will take 5,000 plus companies and all, including Salesforce. What kind of job we can apply? So far, you can apply for administrator. After 6 days, when you learn development, you can apply for the developer or Salesforce developer as well as Salesforce administrator. Both you are eligible for it. How we will apply for entry of the Salesforce? Create a resume. We'll talk about the end of the session, end of the training. Okay, create a resume. Okay, and post that resume as a trained Salesforce over there in the Naukri, or you can consult your management team. ExcelR management team is a good team. They can help you regarding this in a job point of view, in a training point of view. It's excellent team you have here there. Okay, you can consult them and ask the doubts again, everything and all that. Got it? But if you want to try individually, post it over the Naukri, Indeed, Glassdoor, anywhere and all, you can try it. Yes, Salesforce is using AI. This is what the new release in Salesforce. If I have an application which is using AWS service like container and Swarm, then are there any changes we can merge service of Salesforce with existing? Yes, you can do that. AWS in point of business, you can integrate with Salesforce also, you can do that. But the only thing is that AWS is using something like Unix related, Salesforce using something like Apex related. So that's what the difference. But Salesforce also can build e-commerce applications like Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra. Yes. Shopify, everything. Can we go for backend development in Salesforce? Both. That's what I'm saying right now. Currently, you're working as an administrator. When you're learning development, you're going to work as a backend, front end, tester, everything. You're the all-rounder. That's what I said in the beginning itself, right? You are going to be the all-rounder. Got it? Any more questions, please let me know. All right, thank you very much, everyone. So, have a nice day. So tomorrow we'll meet at the same time, 7 o'clock, and we'll continue the administration. Over to Sushmita. If you have any question, you can go on with that. Actually, I'll be mute.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sharing the attendance link now. So you can just mark the attendance. I hope you all are marking your attendance. Make sure that you will mark the attendance and then only you can leave the session. We'll wait for 5 minutes. I will wait for 5 minutes more. Kindly mark the attendance. Any other doubts, students? Any other questions you have to ask? You can ask me. So the some are asking about the coding certificate, cracking interview coding certificate, which has been done already. So whomever has crossed the 60% of attendance, they have already received the certificate. If you have done the if you crossed your attendance above 60%, kindly drop a mail to edl@excelr.com. I will check and update you. I'll just ping the link on a chat. That will be excelr.com. Yes, I have shared the mail ID in the chat. Kindly note that email ID. If you have any query, kindly ping over that so that we'll reply with your consent. So to send the certificate, we require at least 10 working days. So once this program completes, we need 9 to 10 working days. Within that, you will receive your certificate for your register mail ID. And to know you about the 60% of attendance, there is no any like website or link something. You have to like you will be knowing, right? Like how many days you have joined. You have to take that count. Okay, so some are telling that you already had 60% of attendance, but you have not received the certificate. No issues. As I told you, kindly mail us on edl@excelr.com. We will check and update you on the same. Okay, as I already informed you guys, again, you are asking about the certificates. So the certificate, you will receive it once this program ends. After the programs, you will get, you will receive it within 10 to 9 to 10 working days. You have to wait for it. Okay, fine. I hope the people are marking an attendance and they are exiting the session. I hope you all marked your attendance. So we'll wind up for the day. Thank you all. Good night. We'll see you again on by tomorrow at the same time at 7 p.m. Thank you all. Good night. I have shared the attendance link again and I'll wait for 2 minutes. If you don't have that link, kindly save it out so that you can mark your attendance very easily. I'm going to end the session in 1 minute. So kindly take that link and save it somewhere. Okay, guys. Thank you all. Bye.